just an idiot, isn't he? You can see what he is. He's just a loud mouth in front of a camera. You know, he's a shithouse off camera as well.
How do you think KSI compares to Jake Paul? Stylistically, Tommy.
I don't think KSI can tie Jake Paul's boots, to be honest. I've seen him there, you know, close and personal. He's nothing but a middleweight. You know, he's 2 weight divisions below me. God help him on the night after the weigh-in when I refuel, because he's eating everything he can to make the weight. I'm cutting, and once I get to that weight and put the weight back on, he won't be able to. He won't be able to get out the first round.
And you mentioned this was not proper boxing. Have you received much criticism for pursuing this as opposed to moving up the cruiserweight or like heavyweight rankings?
Not really, because people want to see these guys get knocked out, and you know, obviously it generates a lot of interest. But these guys, you know, they do want to be seen to get out of there. So I'm that kind of the cake crusader of all this YouTube boxing. They want to see me come in and destroy these guys. But one's already been done. This one will be done in a matter of weeks, and then it's on to the next challenge.
What did you make of Logan Paul saying that Tyson's been ducking music and that you're just another Tyson wannabe?
To be honest with you, I couldn't really hear him that well up there because obviously there was a lot being said, but my response to that question is, what the hell does Logan Paul know about professional boxing? You know, he should not be commenting on any fights at all, Logan Paul. Make sure he wins the fight first, and then he can have his share, he can have his say. So I don't know what his game is. He thinks he's a world champion boxer, wrestler, whatever he is. He's a no one in this game.
Who would you say is a tougher challenge, Jake Paul or KSI?
Jake Paul was a tough challenge. I already know that by not getting in the ring KSI. KSI he's a blown up fool who's going to be eating a lot to get to this weight. He's going to come in the ring on fight night, swing some silly shots, lunge him with stupid stuff, and that'll be it. But that can work against the people who he's been fighting, but that won't work against me.
There was a good clip of you ringside for his last fight, and you almost laughing a bit when he was like switching stances, and it was very weird style. What did you make of that night?
It was a funny night because, you know, the stuff that he was doing, you know, in the ring, it's something that you'd see like 12, 13-year-old amateurs do in the gym. You know, when someone can't box very well, they box like KSI. They do some erratic stuff because they don't know what they're actually doing. And that's the thing with him, he hasn't got a clue what he's doing. He's just an idiot, isn't he? You can see what he is. He's just a loud mouth in front of a camera. You know, he's a shithouse off camera as well. Because when it was going off up there, I was looking at him dead in the eye. I didn't want no part of it. He was looking for his security guards and saying, "Oh, let me go, let me go." Yes, I've seen men like him 100 times before. You know, around the corner, outside in the back alley, he'd offer his hand for an handshake. But if there's millions of cameras on him, he's the toughest man in the world.
Are you 100% certain you can beat KSI?
1,000,000% certain I'll beat KSI. There is no doubt in my mind. I've beat tougher men than him already.
Tommy, a general consensus, as Geordie's done his pain game podcast and said he'd have to knock you out. You're the best boxer in this game. He'd have to knock you out. Do you feel like that's the game plan, that he's going to have to stop you, or he's going to go the full 12 rounds? You're going to stop him?
He ain't stopping nothing. Nothing. I'm going to go in there and dismantle this man inside 2 rounds. Small man, he's going to get hurt.
Do you think him not making it 8 or 10 rounds for that sake shows that he's maybe not as confident as?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I approached him for this fight, said we do 8 rounds. I'm not coming down in rounds. I'm going to do that. I said I want to go 8 rounds. When 8 rounds with Paul, I'll go 8 rounds with you. No, I only do 6. He only wants to do 6 rounds. So that tells me a lot about a man. Then started kicking up a fuss. Oh, whose name's going to go first in the poster? Who's going to do this? Who's interested in that? I'm not interested in that. All I'm interested in is about the fight on the night. So you can see what these guys are. You know, they loved all that today because that's why they're in the sport. Viewing figures and money. And they don't care who they got to fight to get it. They don't care what they have to do. As long as they get the numbers that they're after, they're happy. It doesn't matter about winning or losing for these guys.
He was at the Anthony Joshua fight the other week, and he got booed, even in London. And obviously this is a homecoming for you in Manchester, right? Yeah. You expect sort of him to actually be booed on night, you'll probably get a good cheer.
Yeah, definitely, because, you know, not that everyone's, you know, pro Tommy. It's not any of that. Just he's an unlikable guy, isn't he? Put a tweet out the other day about a disabled person. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? You know, who does that? It's about being a proper man, isn't it? People's gotten onto it now. Because he's had a few things that he said in the past that people don't like. I've never been a fan of KSI, don't like him. I'm going to do the public great service by taking him out.
Is it safe to say you just like him more than the feud with Jake before your fight?
Yeah, just because Jake, you know, you can acknowledge, you know, he spent millions on his training camps. He brought proper coaches in. He brought proper sparring partners in. He tried to, you know, he's trying to learn the game, and I can appreciate that. Whereas KSI, what's he done? He's fought nobody. He's fought other YouTubers. You know, he'll fight, go off on a music spree, do whatever else and whatever. He doesn't take this game seriously. He's going to find out when a man takes it serious what it's like to get in that ring.
So do you consider this an easy win, Tom?
I'll make it look easy. Yeah.
Tom, do you think that these YouTubers are making a mockery out of boxing, and do you respect them at all for even trying? Do you have any respect for these YouTubers at all?
I respect any man that gets through the ropes, but I don't respect KSI. No respect there for me.
Tommy, what's the plan after this? You've talked about ending YouTube boxing, but
Yeah.
the money seems to be good. It seems to be a lot of eyes on you, and your status has been massive.
Yeah.
You want to linger about a little bit more, maybe have that rematch with Jake Paul, maybe just to have a couple more fights before you call it a day in this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take out all these guys. You know, I said I would at the start, and I am going to. I'll take them all out, and then after that, I'll assess where I'm at, and I'll see which direction we're going to go in after that.
What do you want out of boxing?
I want to be a world champion. That's the far saying goal. You know, like I said, I started my career as a proper professional fighter. You know, I've took a little detour in this world, and I'll soon, you know, destroy everybody in it, and then I'll go back to that world, and I'll challenge myself against the best. I'm not here to fight easy opposition, you know, and just cash in. Yeah, I want these fights, but guess what? One day I'll come up against the best, and I will test myself because I won that challenge.
Do you want to show up the critics? I called you an influencer boxer only.
I don't care about the critics. You know, everybody can say whatever they want about me. I'm not interested one bit. I know who I am. My family knows. You know, I don't care. As long as Jesus Christ knows that I'm a good person, I'm doing what I should be doing, everybody can think what they want about me.